the criteria for coming here with the projects, in a way, they're fairly simple. At least 2 countries, if not 3 or 4 countries co-production, or if you don't co-produce, at least you have to move your production because of locations. So whether it's servicing or co-production. If you want to also have stuff with VFX, big action scenes, things involving children, film involving, you know, things that are really out of proportions, you know. And not only that, but also when you have to move them around, you know, and or things that you just don't know how to do it. Okay, we've never done a science fiction film so far because that would request a designer more than actually a line producer, because you would need to have the look. But everything that ranges from, you know, budgets of over usually 2.5, but we do have a film here which is about 25 million euros. So, you know, the thing is, I have projects of various levels of difficulties, because I also have juniors with various levels of experience, you know. So I try to assign the right project to the right person, so that within the time, which is the 3 weeks they work at home and the time they are here, they can do it. But basically, it's anything that, you know, the moment that you have to go out of your home country, it's going to be difficult, or it could be tricky. Because what we've found out is that despite everybody's trying to work hard, and is, I mean, not everybody, but, you know, a lot of people are trying to undo a lot of goodwill, there is the tendency of believing that everybody works your way. Everybody is making the film that, you know, okay, between French, Belgium, and France, it's the same way, you know. Between Austria and Norway, Austria and Germany, it's the same way. But not between Holland and Italy, you know. So that's where the emphasis, sometimes I take projects that they don't look so difficult, but just by the fact that I know that this is going to be a Scandinavian production to be shot in a country where they don't work at all on the same way, they don't think the same way, it's going to be more complicated than these guys think, you know. So I'm trying to assess that. And sometimes you also have double-check situations. People who've done the job at home, they've really, you know, there's a line producer, there's a schedule, but it's a complex film and they're afraid of making mistakes, so they come here for a double check. So we do the work in parallel again, and they come, they have their versions, and then the teams have its version, you know, and they go like, oh, but, you know, well, oh, that's more than what I thought, that's less than what I thought, you know. That's we haven't that this year, but that's a good thing also, because it's those films, if they are complicated, you want to have first getting made, which in some cases, you know, it's going to be very difficult, and if they get made, you don't want them to go wrong. You know, we don't want them that people are still stuck shooting them or completing them, and then the entire company is falling into that, and they'll say never a co-production again, because, you know, it was fine shooting in Holland, but the moment I set my foot in Romania, it was the end of my life. You know, we don't want to avoid. We're trying to enhance the segment and the expertise and the attitude. I think it's what we're trying to do here is, outside the results, is the attitude. Just, you know, be careful, don't assume, and really ask every questions. Don't think it's going to be like home.